All right, we've got two brand new scent releases for Honyocker Beard Company. We've got Whipping Post and we've got Terra firma, and they are dark and manly and complex and a little bit of spice and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some great Honyocker scents. If you know Adam, that's the type of scents he likes to make. But anyway, welcome guys. My name's Brian. This is my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we try to help you grow your best beard possible. Thank you for joining me. Big fan of what Adam does because he kind of does what he wants to do. He puts out the stuff he likes. I think every once in a while he gets his arm bent and he'll put out like some sweet fruity stuff and he's like, no more of that. I got to get away from that for a little while. So he's creating the stuff that he likes, at least for the first part of 2022, and I can definitely tell these are Honyocker scents. We're going to talk about that in just a minute, and also a slight, but maybe important for you guys, reformulation of the butter. It now has less beeswax in it, so it's a lot softer, but still has some nice oomph to it. All right, so I got these two scents in today. So I put in the Whipping Post butter right away, so it's been in for about 5 hours or so as I look at my clock. And then the other one, the Terra firma, I put some drops on my wrist here and warmed it up so I can tell you how things are changing over time and how it wears differently than what's in the bottle. All right, so let's talk about the scent profiles. So this one, I feel like I should be in the Wild West 1800s kind of idea, but this one's called Whipping Post, and it's bourbon wood, charred wood smoke, aged saddle leather, and tumbleweed. And out of these two, I would have told you that I would like the other one, the Terra firma, better. I actually like the Whipping Post better. I don't really get charred wood smoke. I don't get the smoke scent at all. Now, some of you guys might. Kind of depends on what you are sensitive to. I don't like leather either, but this has got leather in it, and I can smell the leather, and I like it. Don't tell my friend Ken, because he'll be over me because he's like, he's always on me about the leather scents. Anyway, out of bottle, you get some sweetness to it. You get the bourbon wood. I love bourbon wood scent. Bourbon wood, and that kind of mixes together with the leather. I don't really get any charred wood smoke or the tumbleweed, any of that stuff. But as I've been wearing it and kind of go back and compare, I smell my beard and then I go back and smell it out of the bottle. What ends up happening is that sweetness from the bourbon wood and the leather kind of tames down, and then you start to get the woodiness. I still don't get anything charred, and I still don't get the smoke, but I definitely get something like a mixture of an aged leather, not the new shiny sweet leather, kind of an aged leather and a tumbleweed. I think the tumbleweed gives it some nice base to it and gives it some earthy, woody kind of sense, but it's got wood smoke in it as well. So that's all coming together. If that sounds good at all to you, you may want to check that out. If you're like me and not a leather fan, it's in there. It's not dominant at all. And it's not a back note. So I think it's pretty much well balanced. And like I said, you smell like I should be from the Old West, like you've just got cleaned up for the night and you're going to go pick up your lady and she's like in the governor's mansion and you're wearing your leather boots and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I get from it. It smells old. It smells really good and manly and complex. All right. The next one is Terra firma, and it's got feng shui wood in it. I think I'm saying that right. Tobacco, oak moss, amber, black pepper, and bergamot. And I've had one other scent before that had that feng shui wood in it, and it's a little bit exotic. It's almost like the one I had it in, I think it was supposed to be marked as like a nighttime kind of scent, and I can get that. So you get a little bit of that kind of idea from it. I don't know why, but I guess because the other scent that I had with that in it was kind of marketed that way. So you get that. That's what I get the most out of it. But the other stuff kind of mixes really good with it. You get the amber too. The amber's a little bit sweet. So it's kind of a sweet, exotic kind of smelling scent to it. But then after the amber starts to wear off and becomes less sweet, smell it over here. that's when you get the black pepper, oak moss, bergamot. So you get, it's sweet to start with, and the sweetness goes away. And then you start to get that hint of spice. Every time you come back and smell it, you get the black pepper, bergamot, oak moss to mix with that exotic kind of feng shui wood. I don't really get the tobacco at all. And then, like I said, the amber kind of goes away pretty quickly, and the sweetness, the pop of the sweetness goes away, and you get the nice earthy stuff. So these do change quite a bit, from you put it in and then 10 minutes later you start to get something else. And then for the next couple of hours, you move your head around, you're catching other things. So very cool scents to check out. By the way, the ingredients, I'll go over them just real quick, but the oil is jojoba, sweet almond, avocado, argan, castor, and vitamin E, $16.50 for an oil. The butter is got shea butter, cocoa butter, jojoba, shea butter, cocoa butter, the carrier oil blend that I just mentioned, and then white beeswax in it. Now, when I tried it, it's like, okay, that's good, nice, soft butter, but not overly soft. It's not goopy. I want to see if I can show you the difference here. So this one is my Naked City butter from that I got last year. So this one, you can put your finger down in it. I mean, you can move it, but it's got some pretty good weight to it. This would not be one that I want to put on like a bunch of it. You'd have to put it on kind of sparingly, and I wouldn't want to put it on right before bedtime because it's just it's kind of a lot. It's kind of heavy weighted. That one's a good styling butter, but I think all of his butters now are going to this, and this one can still work for styling, but it is much softer here. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, it just goes right through. But it's not wet. It's not goopy, but it goes in your beard, absorbs in a little bit faster, not quite as weighty or waxy. Okay, so if that sounds good to you, I think Adam is switching all of his butters over. I don't know if they're all switched over yet, so you may want to contact him before you order if you're trying to get some of his other scents. Maybe you like Body Language or The Elder or Hidden or some of that other stuff. You want to see if they've got a little bit lighter butter. Maybe you could try an unscented, see if you like the new style of butter, or just get it in one of the new ones. So I know that the oil and butter is coming out for the Terra Firma and the Whipping Post. So you can check that out and see if you like the butter better. Let me know in the comments when you try that butter if you like it. Make sure you give Adam the feedback on that. By the way, $16.50 also for the 2-ounce butter. All right, I think that's it. So check out those dark manly scents and feel like a man. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks.